What does it really mean to have trained ears? I went to music school. I went to Western Michigan University School of Music for clarinet, and I got a degree in music education. I had to take a class called Aural Skills, where we were trained on our ability to recognize different intervals, like blindly, that we heard that were played on the piano. We had to be able to identify if a melody was major or minor, or what chords were changing, and to name the chords just by hearing them. The whole class was just about identifying what you were hearing blindly, and then like the pairing of that aural skills class was music theory, putting the notes to the paper and being able to dissect and analyze chord structures and things like that. So by a very academic definition, I have what one would call trained ears. But I'm not sure that that really applies to what you guys are saying. I think it does, but I think it doesn't when you guys are saying listening to people like Too Slimy or other more niche, more experimental sorts of underground music artists. And I think that there's a level also that you guys are not like really identifying when it comes to just being like, I don't know if desensitized is the right word. Now, the other piece of like me having like a formally academically trained ear, other people can go through the same sort of training that I went through, but then really only enjoy listening to classical music. So some part of it's my personality and my curiosity, right? And I have always adamantly, before I went to college for music and after, wanted to explore all sorts of music that I could possibly listen to and consume. And there's another pin in that for another day about the elitism of the classical music world that I want to talk about sometime. And I've always wanted to not be an elitist, and I've always wanted to listen to a little bit of everything and see how I could expand my creative horizons and things like that. So I think that a trained ear is maybe partially being able to pick out what's going on in the music, hearing all of the different instruments and beats and things, especially when you get something with really thick textures like Jane Remover or something really experimental like Too Slimy. And I think part of it is just it's not so much having a trained ear, but it's more just having a curiosity and an open mind and a desire to develop a personalized taste. What do you guys think about trained ears?